Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? It's Charles. We're here in Kragujevac. I'm here with my buddy Sharar, the Palestinian gentleman. And we came today to a place, this big park here, beautiful park here in Kragujevac. It's called October 21st. You can see behind me, I've got this flame that burns. They say it burns 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. A few times, he said every couple minutes it'll shut off and then it comes on again. But it's in remembrance of all these people here in Serbia that were killed by the Germans in World War II. And we're getting ready to go inside the museum, and we'll talk to you a little bit more. I'll tell you a little bit more information when we get inside and see some other things. Look behind, show him Sharar this building. It's a really pretty building, and even the surrounding area here is really nice. We're in like a valley. There's mountains all behind us. A really pretty place. Unique design of the building, and show them over there. You can see, we're kind of see all these hills around Kragujevac. This is in Šumadija, part of Serbia. So really, really nice. My only complaint here is a lot of these parks, and we just walked to a beautiful park here in Kragujevac. There's a lot of them, but a lot of these places, they don't mow the yard or the grass, you know. And so the grass here is like this thick, bugs and stuff in it. They should take better care of it, I think. Anyway, we'll show you a little bit more in a minute. Doviđenja.
Gentlemen, getting ready to go inside here, and it was kind of a funny little situation. Me and Sharar are waiting here, and there's a group of older people coming in here. Come to find out they're Germans. So there's a group of senior citizens, probably as old as this, you know, from the 1940s that are in here to go through this museum. And the whole purpose of this was on October 21st, 1941, in retaliation for 15 German soldiers being killed. The German government gave an order to kill 2,300 people. And actually 2,800 people were killed here, including almost, I forget what it said, maybe 200 school children, which I'll give you a little bit more information in a minute. They went into one of the schools, it was horrible, and they took some of the school kids, and they executed some of the children, and they killed one of the teachers. I'll show you that a little bit here in a minute. But we're getting ready to go inside and check out what they have in here. Terrible situation. Ladies and gentlemen, you probably know, even those of you from the Western world, that Nikola Tesla is probably the most remembered or revered Serb of our time. You know, he has a real connection to the United States. And check out this thing that Nikola Tesla said. This group of kids here in Serbia that were shot and executed, these high school kids, they cheered before the German guns, "We are Serb children, shoot." Oh my God, it gives me goosebumps to hear that. You know, these kids knew they were going to die. The Germans were going to shoot them, and they chanted that. You know, Jesus, sick, disgusting thing that occurred here. Wonderful man. Doviđenja. Ladies and gentlemen, hey, we're here in one portion of this museum. We've got this like clear screen that they're flashing through the pictures and the identification of all these 2,300 people that were killed here in Kragujevac. Kragujevac was the first capital of Serbia. It was actually the capital, I think, from 1818 to 1841. It was the capital of Serbia. And they said during World War II, when the Germans did all of this, you can see these Germans behind us, so it's kind of funny. But during that time, the city was the capital, but it had about 41,000 people at the time. It was the third largest city in Serbia. And now it's like the fifth largest, I believe, in Serbia. It's really interesting to see the picture and the papers for all these people that were killed here. And they're even speaking it over in a voice, if you can hear it. Check this out. This is so disturbing here. It about makes me cry, no kidding. Check this out. These are little notes that these people that were killed and executed left for their family. Let me read one of them for you. Like this one, a 17-year-old high school student. It says, Ljubiša Jovanović, 17, high school student. My dear daddy and mommy, regards, the last time. God. This other guy, Lazar Petrović, dear Lila, Seka, and Bata, the last moment has come. Forgive your daddy everything. I kiss all of you, Lazar. I wanted to take a photograph with you, Layla, but you delayed it. I'm sorry. Isn't that terrible, man? It just gives you goosebumps, man. Horrible atrocities that were committed here. And they're all over this room. Check out this behind you, too. It's a beautiful, I don't know what it's for. Ladies Ladies and gentlemen, I just about got into a fist fight with a German tourist here. We had a little argument up there over something. I don't want to discuss it in any more detail. But anyway, they said here the numbers are really totally out there. Nobody really knows the exact number. They said according to the German figures, it was 2,300 that was killed. But it says also there at the end that the Chetnik and Partisan total numbers varied between 5,000 that were executed and 12,000 that were executed. Really, so they go from 2,300 all the way to 12. So somewhere in there is the amount of people that were killed here. And they said a lot of these people, a lot of those casualties happened within 7 hours of each other. A lot of deaths. Really troubling place. You see a lot of the pictures. One room we didn't show you because it was kind of dark. You go in there and they have a little picture in the pin of everybody and when they died and their names and everything. So it's really nice that they have the records of who passed away and everything. They said there was also, I think it was like 23, people maybe that survived, and they had the listing of their names and everything. So the numbers were, pretty accurate there anyway. So very troubling place, but I'm very, very happy to come here anyway. Do widzenia. Ladies and gentlemen, a little clarification. I don't know if I told this correct earlier. There was around 300 school children that were executed, and they said around 23 gypsy children between the ages of 12 and 15 were executed. And a little rumor that I'd heard was that they were shoe shiners. And when the Nazis came here, they demanded that they shine their shoes, and the gypsy children refused, and they were executed. Really, really sad. But you can see behind me, this is a monument park, and they've got some beautiful monuments, 11 of them. Some of them are called Stone Sleeper, 100 for one, the Monument of Resistance and Freedom, different things you can see. Beautiful park, it's 352 hectares. And this was all built during Tito's reign here in Yugoslavia. Anyway, we'll show you a little bit more in a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, right here, we just got down here to Memorial Park. Real quick, I want to say I'm very outgoing, energized person, so I mean no disrespect by showing a little bit of energy here. You shouldn't be that way when you're discussing a terrible, terrible situation. So I apologize if I've come off as a little too energetic or whatever, but that's just my personality. Behind me is one of the first monuments you come to, and on this spot right here is where the first citizens here, be it 2,300 to 12,000 people, the first group of them were executed right on this spot. There was a gentleman, one of the priests here, his name was Andrea Boljic. He stated, his quote that is on this little placard here, it says, "If my life is in your hands, I don't need it." Kind of gives you, kind of a feel of what some of the people that were getting executed thought. What a hero, We'll show you a little bit more.